Hey y'all, welcome to today's episode of our Adventurous Gluten-Free Life. And today we are talking about airplane gluten-free travel snacks. We are going on a adventure to Napa Valley, California, and that will require a pretty long flight with two flights with a pretty substantial layover in between. And I do not like to be caught unawares. I am a big planner, and if you have been living this gluten-free life for very long, then you'll understand that you kind of don't go out of the house, even to the grocery store or to run errands, without having some kind of snack in your bag. So travel snacks are a whole nother level of snacks. So we bring our snacks onto the plane because we do not want to be held accountable to what they may or may not have in the airport or on the airplane with snacks. A lot of airlines have gone to, they don't give any snacks or drinks or anything like that on the plane if you're traveling bare budget. So we don't like to be caught unawares for sure. We typically travel Delta out of our closest airport is in Pensacola, Florida, but we always have to go through Atlanta. We always have a connection. We always have a layover, no matter where we're going, unless Atlanta is our final destination. So Delta's really good about offering gluten-free options. Usually they have something like a Kind bar or pistachios or nuts. They have Mrs. Vickers chips. All of these things are gluten-free, so that is good. But if you get delayed, these days flights are being delayed right and left, and sometimes you are planning on a 1 hour layover and it tends to be 3, 4, 5 hours because your flight has been delayed. So again, like to prepare for any options. So my first tip though would be to carry some stasher bags. I don't know if you've seen these. These are snack size. What they call snack size. Silicone snack bags, reusable snack bags, good for the environment, and you can use them over and over again during your trip. So we usually pack these full of, instead of bringing the big bags of things, we will bring a stasher bag. So this is the snack size. This is the sandwich size. So I typically bring a couple of these, each size filled with different snacks that come in bulk, but you can also use just your handy dandy Ziploc bags to break things up. So rule of thumb, travel with stasher bags or Ziploc bags with you. Probably our number one go-to snack is granola bars or Kind bars. We like these Kind bar minis. Little minis. They're 100 calories each. They are gluten-free. This is a dark chocolate, nuts and sea salt, and this is caramel almond and sea salt. So they are quite yummy. They're just a little pick-me-up. Actually, this is usually what I eat, just one of these for breakfast every single morning because it's very filling. But I bring several of these on the plane. But we also like these are the RX bars. This is a chocolate and sea salt. You can get them in bulk at Walmart, or you can buy them one by one at other stores. We buy them in bulk because we like them. We'll like something along the lines of this for breakfast or a after workout snack. It's got 12 grams of protein, so a good protein source. And it's made with all good whole natural ingredients. Like the front of this says it's made with 3 egg whites, 6 almonds, 4 cashews, 2 dates, and this says no BS. These are really good. Another quick bar. This is not a granola bar, but these are the Epic. They're basically meat, and it's just meat. This is a bison. They also come in beef, but they are just a very good protein source, gives you a lot of energy, good healthy fats to keep you on the move. So those are probably our favorite bars that we travel with. Next would be kind of, I guess, along the lines of the Epic. beef jerky. Beef jerky. This just happens to be from Aldi. We're very careful about reading the labels for beef jerky because especially if you get like a teriyaki blend, a lot of those have gluten in it. Teriyaki flavoring stuff has gluten in it. So we try to make sure that it's all natural, doesn't have any added ingredients, and it is labeled as gluten-free. So that's probably one of Will's favorite snacks too. So then we move into, a lot of times we will do nuts and nut mixes, trail mix, things like that. Sometimes we'll make our own trail mix. This time I don't have time to do that because I'm under the gun. I've got to get everything ready by tonight. So I've got just a bag of, these are raw cashews, walnuts, and macadamia nuts, again from Aldi, really inexpensive way to eat gluten-free. So we're bringing some of those. These I'll probably set aside into some of the stasher bags. I don't want to bring this whole big container with us, especially since we are going to California. That's a really celiac friendly state. So I know that when I get there, I'm going to be able to replenish some of these things. This is really just for being on the go. We love us some pistachios. We have pistachios on our kitchen island at all times. A bowl of pistachios and then a separate cute little matching bowl to put the shells into. This is probably our number one snacky snack at home. So of course we're going to travel with it too. And then we like these. This I'll probably mix in with some of the other nuts. And these are pumpkin seeds or pepitas. Those are just yummy and crunchy and have a lot of really good flavor. Not a lot of calories. So these will go in too. And let's see, what next? Okay. We also like to travel with dried fruit. We are going to the wine country, so dried apricots go really well on a charcuterie plate or just mixed, with a nice crisp white wine. So apricots are going in the bag, as well as I really like the dried pineapple. These came from Aldi also, pretty inexpensive. So we also, we'd like to have a few things that are sweet. So a lot of times, some people don't know this, but many of the keto products are naturally gluten-free also. You have to read your labels, of course, but I go down the keto aisle at the grocery store a lot of times too. This actually we got in a keto crate. These are they're keto-wise, like little turtles almost, chocolate pecan clusters. I think we call them turtles around here. So something, sweet and caramelly, it's got nuts and chocolate. It's got a lot of really healthy fats in it. It's got MCT oils, and it is gluten-free. They call it a fat bomb. So it is calorie laden, but that good healthy fat will keep you full for a while. Also, if we don't eat this on the plane, then this would go great with a red wine when we get to where we're going. Something, to munch on at the end of the evening. So we also, for breakfast, these are vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, Trader Joe's chocolate chip granola bites. So we do not have a Trader Joe's near us, but everyone who visits that comes from a Trader Joe's land, whether it's Atlanta, Birmingham, we have had people come over from New Orleans, Slidell, Tallahassee. If somebody's coming to visit us from a land where they have a Trader Joe's, we put in a list for them to come. So this is one of the things that we like to have. And these come in little packages, little single-serve packages. So that makes it easy to just throw in a purse when we're running around. Definitely easy to put in a travel bag. So let's see. Along with the sweet slime, this is some little coconut cashew crisps. They're sea salt caramel. Just a little crunchy, sweet snack that, you never know what you want. Like sometimes you're going to want something salty and crunchy, and sometimes you want something sweet. So, I try to plan for every occasion. My snack bag is actually huge. Actually, it's my carry-on. I bring my purse. I have a I have my purse is big, and it is literally full of snacks and my ID and my phone, and that's it, going through security. So all of these things that I've shown so far actually can go straight through security, no problem. You are allowed to bring food on the planes. That's not an issue at all. You cannot bring liquids in quantities greater than 3.4 ounces. That includes spreadables, things like peanut butter, Nutella, hummus, guacamole, things like that. Anything that's spreadable has to be 3.4 ounces or less. So this Barney's almond butter, that's gonna have to go in my my checked bag, in my luggage. I usually try to keep, they have little single serve packages of almond butter. Justin's makes them, Barney's makes them, and I try to keep those on hand so that I can just throw them quickly into a little bag. Those are below the 3.4 ounces, but Will has been traveling for work and has depleted our supply, so that's the best I can do for peanut butter, and it's going to go in my checked bag. And so with peanut butter, we like crackers. This is one of our very favorite brands of crackers, Mary's Gone crackers. We like, this is the Super Seed. It's organic, gluten-free. I don't think it's vegan, but it is plant-based. It says plant-based protein, so I'm not sure if that means vegan or not in their world, but I do know it's gluten-free. We are bringing these just to have something crunchy, and then if we go straight to a wine tasting, we've got some crackers so that Will can enjoy like a charcuterie board or something and not be beholden to whether the place we're visiting may or may not have gluten-free crackers for him. I'm always prepared for the boy when we're traveling. Well, really just in life in general, because he's pretty spoiled that way. I spoil him. So just a few more things. So these are, I got these, I think, in a keto box. I don't know if you've heard of that. We did keto box for a while. And like I said, keto snacks, keto food tends to be naturally gluten-free. So we really liked getting those boxes in the mail because we live far away from a good grocery store. We don't live near a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's or a Sprouts or anywhere where we can really have a good consistent variety of gluten-free snacks. So the keto crate was a pretty good option for us. So it might be something you want to consider in the future. It's a little expensive, but if you live in the middle of nowhere, kind of like we do, it's a good option, or at least is for us. And this is just cheese. It's 100% cheese. It's crunchy cheese. I don't really know how it becomes crunchy, but it is black pepper flavored crunchy cheese. So we shall see how this is. We've actually never tried these, but these are going in my travel bag too, to see how that is. And then these are a staple at home. Saffron Road, organic crunchy chickpeas. We like the sea salt variety, but they come with a bunch of other ones. They have like a curry that's kind of spicy. And these are just crunchy, very satisfying. You know, you feel like you are eating when you have these. So that will probably go into a stasher bag too. Probably the snack size stasher bags, just because that's a kind of a big container. Getting close to the end. So always have our gluten-free, grain-free pretzels. These came from Aldi as well. The Aldi has a great gluten-free section. If you have one of those near you, it's pretty inexpensive. That's one of our favorites. And then probably last but not least, we have just some sea salt popcorn. Actually, I'll bring this whole bag. This is big. It is a big bag. But you know how popcorn is, you can't eat just a few kernels. You know, it says like it's 35 calories for 1 cup. Who in the world eats 1 cup of popcorn, popped popcorn? I mean, really, seriously. So this whole bag will go. It won't make it to the stasher bag. It might not even make it to the airport because we have to leave really early. So those are what's going with us on our trip to Napa. we will stop at a market on the way on the way to the winery. We're either going to go by Oxbow Market or possibly Oakville Grocery when we get there to pick up some gluten-free bread and some more gluten-free crackers so that we're prepared for all the wine tastings and dinners out, so we don't have to worry about. I try to really research the places that we're going to see make sure they have gluten-free options, but sometimes they'll have gluten-free meals, gluten-free food, but not gluten-free bread. And sometimes you just want a good slice of bread. So we will pick those up when we actually get there, along with other, yummy snacks that maybe we can't get here. I'm kind of a food tourist, so when we travel, I like to see what they have there that we might not be able to get here. And I usually come home with a carry-on bag full of gluten-free snacks coming this way, or gluten-free foods that we want to try. So we're excited about that. The last tip I would tell you is, where did it go? All right, bring your water. Bring your refillable water container with you. Flying is very dehydrating, and this has to be empty going through going through security. But once you empty it out, once you get through security, there are usually refilling stations where you can fill it up with water, or when you get onto the plane, the stewardess will be happy to give you enough water to fill up your water bottle. Another thing I would mention, I guess, is that as of 2020, I think they changed this because of COVID, when you're traveling through security, they really want all of your snacks in a clear plastic bag. So a gallon-sized plastic bag. If you have more than one person with you, you can have 2 gallon-sized plastic bags. It just helps them see, sorry, that just fell. It just helps them easily identify food products. We are TSA PreCheck, so another perk of TSA PreCheck is you don't have to pull all of your stuff out. You literally just put it on the conveyor and it zips through. So I really don't bother with putting my snacks in a bag. Sometimes I do, just because it's easy to have them all together so I can grab whatever it is that we want. You can see it pretty easily, but I don't have to because I am TSA PreCheck as of now. So this is just a sample for this trip. If we were traveling on a car trip, I would be packing differently, because I would have a cooler, and I would only be limited to what I could get at gas stations and things like that. And I'll do another video on our next road trip, an impending road trip, and kind of do a video of how I would do it differently for traveling by car than by plane. And again, my list would be different if we were traveling somewhere remote or out of the country. There are certain restrictions on what you can and cannot bring into or out of the country. Or if we're gonna be out in the middle of nowhere, then I would bring more things. I'd put them in my checked luggage and things like that. So I hope you got some value out of this video. I hope it gave you some ideas of what you could or could not bring with you on a travel journey when you are gluten-free. And if you got some value out of this video, if you will just hit the like button. I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button too, so you can follow us along on our adventurous gluten-free life. Also, I am going to have a lot more videos about traveling to Napa and what we enjoyed there coming up soon. So I just hope you will join along and tell me what your favorite gluten-free snack is to travel with in the comments down below. Maybe you travel with something that I haven't thought of, and I'd love to hear your ideas. So until next time, have a great day. Bye.